Hello and a big welcome back to all of my subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, why not? All right. Today I wanted to talk about my sort of ongoing quest to program assembly for the Motorola 68K CPU. I'm building one on a breadboard. I've done one where I've done free running of the CPU. I've got a video somewhere on the channel about that. I'm currently working on building a breadboard and then hopefully later a PCB where I can have effectively a single board computer with this Motorola. But I know that I am going to have to do a bootloader and some programming and stuff for it, and I wanted to get into the assembly language of the Motorola 68K, but I don't actually have a working one, and it's a lot of hassle to put it on an EEPROM. I went down the road of looking at a virtual machine, but that wasn't really good. I couldn't really find anything that was useful for me that wasn't already built, basically. But what I did find was an ASM editor that you could use in a web browser, much like the 6502 one, which I've shown in other places. So let me just dive into that really quickly and show you the ASM Editor here is from GitHub, and I'll put the links in the description. And I downloaded this, and the author was really helpful because I did have some issues getting it to work because I wanted to run it in a Docker instance, and you have to do some things before you can get to that point. But I do have it running as a Docker instance, and you can work your way through this, and if you watch you can see that when you step through it, it will update the registers appropriately so you can watch what's happening. It does have the flags set, so yeah, you can basically step through your program and, you know, generally just work on the syntax and understand how the editor works. Now if you want to install this for yourself, I personally used a Docker instance, but one of the things you have to do is after you have cloned the repository into the directory, you need to go into the directory and then you need to run npmi, and that will basically do all this stuff for you. But I don't need it because I've already ran it. Sorry, you need to do that in the source, I think. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the instructions are on the GitHub site. He's updated his instructions to show you how to do it. And then you just run the build. Now what that does is it will create a directory. Somewhere called build. Oh yeah, there it is. And then this is the thing that needs to go into your Docker. So if we scroll back up here, I'll cut the Docker file. So basically I'm just running the latest version of Apache, do the update. I copied the build directory into my HTML, and then I gave it a local port to run on. The Docker compose file is basically that. It's very straightforward. So it's a really simple and straightforward program to put into Docker and to run, and you basically get this, and so you can work your way through this. Now my plan is to obviously try and use this as much as I can to work out the assembler program I'm going to need. I'm not 100% sure that this is 100% compatible with the GCC cross compiler that I plan to use, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. At the moment I just want to learn the instruction set for this CPU and get familiar with it. And this seems a really good, easy, reasonable way to do that. Right, that's it for me today. That's all I wanted to do, was show you this particular program. And if you're interested in Motorola 68K programming, check this out. You can load it up. He does run an instance. The developer runs an instance on his own website, so you don't actually need to install it yourself locally if you don't want to. I just wanted to, have a local instance. Okay, that's it for me today. If you like these sort of things, please like and subscribe and all of that. And please check out my books, because I am an author. So please check out xgiprogramming.com. And if you like the book, please buy a book and support me that way. Thank you very much. Bye.